Administration official you talked to, in the comment from Secretary of State Marco Rubio. Here is how he framed things when speaking to reporters yesterday, a message, by the way, House Speaker Mike Johnson then echoed a short time later.
There absolutely was an imminent threat, and the imminent threat was that we knew that if Iran was attacked, and we believed they would be attacked, that they would immediately come after us. And we were not going to sit there and absorb a blow before we responded, because the Department of War assessed that if we did that, if we waited for them to hit us first after they were attacked, and by someone else, Israel attacked them, they hit us first, and we waited for them to hit us, we would suffer more casualties and more deaths. We went proactively in a defensive way to prevent them from inflicting higher damage. Had we not done so, there would have been hearings on Capitol Hill about how we knew that this was going to happen, and we didn't act preemptively to prevent more casualties and more loss of life.
They had to evaluate the threats to the U.S., to our troops, to our installations, to our assets in the region and beyond. And they determined, because of the exquisite intelligence that we had, that if Israel fired upon Iran and took action against Iran to take out the missiles, then they would have immediately retaliated against U.S. personnel and assets. We have troops in harm's way, and we have many Americans.
Had to attack Iran. Hey, sir, why did you walk into the bar and punch the bartender in the face? Because my friend was about to do that, so I had to punch him because I knew after my friend punched him, he was going to. This makes no sense. It certainly makes no sense geopolitically. It's stupid. If this is, I can't imagine justifications for the war being stupid. They're really much better just saying they're the epicenter of terror since 1979. They had to be taken out. But this is getting insane now.
It is, and it also flies in the face of everything we know. It wasn't like Israel was suddenly freelancing and snuck up on the United States who was going to do it. We have our own deep reporting. The New York Times has an extensive piece this morning about Prime Minister Netanyahu picked the day completely in concert with Israel. So the United States knew exactly what was happening, what Israel was thinking. But to your larger point, this is not what the president has said. This is not what other officials have said. They said there was an imminent threat to the United States. President Trump said that, meaning they had long-range missiles, he suggested yesterday, that could reach the United States. Most people say that is not true. Most experts, even administration insiders, say that's not true. The other rationale we heard is that they were on the brink, Steve Witkoff said on Saturday, a week away from getting the nuclear material they would need to make a nuclear bomb. Most experts, most insiders say that's also not true.
Willie, by